Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I finally gave it a more appropriate title. This will be intro number 2. I am calling this Jessica Kamer. That's how you pronounce my last name. And it is Jessie's Little Space, because that's what this is going to be about, is my journey through BDSM and DDLG and me as a little. Now, the last video ended quite abruptly because I didn't realize my phone was only going to record 14 minutes and a few seconds. So I wasn't able to say thank you for watching. And if you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can always send me messages, you can leave me comments, and I am on YouTube all the time, so I will be able to answer back to those quite fast, actually. Now, for this portion of the video, I wanted to kind of show you around my little space and some of the things I've done in my house that represent who I actually am. And I will say that my daddy approves of all of it, and he gives me free rein to decorate how I want. And I absolutely love it. So, here we go. I will start to show you. The space that I am in right now is what I created not too long ago. I had made it specifically for the YouTube. I had put mirrors up and my lights, and I've got some of my stuffies. I have my Poppy from Trolls and my Hello Kitty. This is also my craft table, which I refurbished myself. My daddy found it in the trash. Somebody was throwing it away. It was full wood. And he brought it home. And at first I was just going to distress it, because I like DIY projects too. And then my son wanted a desk, and we found him one for free, and he asked, can I just splatter paint this with a bunch of different colors? And I said, you know what, that sounds really fun. Let's go ahead and do that. So he was working on his desk as I was working on mine. And after seeing what his was turning out to be, I wanted to make mine colorful and cute, and just, you know, it's a craft table. So that's where that came from. I also do pictures for Instagram in this space. So I also have another mirror, which I made that too. I have a lot of stuffies. If I see a stuffy, I tend to get it. And for my bedroom, I do have a whole desk of stuffies. And as you see, I have a lot of Hello Kitty, because I absolutely adore Hello Kitty. Now, usually there is a Hello Kitty blanket and everything on the bed too, but that is in the wash right now, so it is not on here. Like I said, my daddy lets me decorate any way that I want to. So I also like to collect things, and I absolutely adore superheroes. So I have my Harley Quinn, of course. I have an autographed picture of Lana Parrilla from Once Upon a Time, because that's an awesome show. Mind you, it's not on anymore, but it's still amazing, and I loved it. And then, of course, my girl Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, definitely. Just basically, there's so many different things in my house that represent my personality as a little. I everything. I try to decorate in bright, vibrant colors and flowers, things that make me happy. So there's the tour of my stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. And now to get on to another subject. I am only going to be recording videos probably Tuesdays or Fridays and getting them uploaded because those are the days that my son is in school. He knows that I like child stuff, but he's only 12. So that's as far as that goes. He just knows that I enjoy to color and I have stuffed animals. Other than that, that's all he knows. And my daddy, which is also my fiance, is amazing. Just absolutely amazing. In our vanilla life and the other side of it, he is a fantastic stepdad to my kids. He will sit down for hours and help with homework. You name it, he does it. He cooks, he cleans, does the outside work. I'm very spoiled. Very spoiled. And I love it. I probably shouldn't brag on that, but I still like being spoiled. So, let me get readjusted in my chair here. Okay, now that everything is adjusted and you've seen the tour of my house, I'm always adding to it because I'm always finding things that I absolutely love to add to it. Now, my son will be home soon, so I have to make this quick. I want to put on here that I will be doing videos with my daddy. His name is Jeremy. I just haven't decided when I'm going to do that yet. Depends on when my son is here or not, because like I said, he's too young to know any of this, so I don't share that with him. Okay, now, I do want to go into a bit of the beginning of me choosing this lifestyle. I am 35, just turned 35 last month. A little backstory, I was married for almost 10 years to a very narcissistic, controlling man who everything was about him. Everything was about him. He was not physically abusive, but he was emotionally and mentally abusive. And I couldn't take it anymore. I ended up being diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I have to take medication for that, which I don't like. It was really bad. It was very draining on me. And my older son chose that he wanted to go live with his dad and not with me anymore. So that is why I only have my youngest son here with me, because my oldest chose to go live with his dad because he couldn't handle the situation. Now, I have been separated from my ex for 3 years now. And what really got me started onto this path was a really good friend of mine. She was actually renting from me and my ex. And every now and again, she would bring up the BDSM stuff, and I would just kind of look at her like, you're crazy. Why are you into that? And I didn't get it. It just seemed so I don't know, odd to me. But me and her became best friends. We became roommates. And I started seeing more of that side to her. Now, she had been a baby girl. She does tend to be a little, but she's more of a masochist. And she enjoyed all of the pain side to everything. And at the time, I was just like, ain't none of that for me. And I don't want to submit to anybody because of what I went through with my ex, because I was heavily controlled. Like I said before, there is a huge difference between being domineering and an actual dominant. A dominant is someone who cares, and like in my case, mine's a daddy. He's caring, he's nurturing, he is very understanding. If I'm having a bad day, he does everything he can to make it better, to turn it around. We have wonderful communication. We've had one major fight the whole entire time we've been together. And like I said, he's great with my son. My son absolutely adores him. This lifestyle has really opened up so many doors for me when it came to my relationships. Because after moving in with my friend, I started the online dating thing, and I came across somebody who was a dom in the bedroom, just the bedroom, not in all aspects of life. And at the time I was like, okay, well, that sounds fun. It's kind of, putting my foot in a little bit, and, let's see where this goes. And the more I talked to this person, and the more I started noticing, oh, well, this is actually nice. This is different because there's more aspects to it. There's trust. There's the communication. And basically, at the time, me being the submissive, I hold the power. Even though they are still the ones in charge, if it's something I don't want, it's not going to happen. So I just kind of tiptoed in that way. And then the more information I gathered on it, I went to Munches and I talked to other people in the community. I did my mentoring with my friend who had 20 plus years in the lifestyle. And so I had set up a FetLife account. I'm not saying that's always a good idea, but I did. It was a rabbit hole because it can be a mess. It can be a mess. I would start talking to people, and eventually I might meet someone off of there, and a lot of them tended to just want the sexual aspect of it. They didn't want the full responsibility of being a dom, having a submissive, or even being a daddy and taking care of a little. And I would always turn to my friend for help. If there was any issues, I would make sure she would meet them to show me what her opinion was. And 9 out of 10 times, she would be right. So, I had started talking to a daddy dom. And this is when I was still in the experimenting stage. Still trying to figure out what I wanted, where I wanted to fit. And I started noticing my little tendencies, like the coloring, the movies, Another friend that was into the community had given me a bunch of Barbie dolls, and I would find myself sitting in the middle of my bed playing with those, which is something I used to do when I was younger. I actually played with Barbies up until I was like 15 years old. And that was actually until my brother decided he was going to take them and shoot them up with pellet guns. I still have not forgiven him for that, because those were my babies. But anyway, so I started talking to somebody who considered themselves a daddy dom. He seemed legit, and he had his list of rules, and he sent those to me, and it seemed like everything was on the up and up. And he seemed like a very genuine, nice, good, caring person. Always opened car doors, held your hand when you were crossing the street. I mean, everything you would expect of a gentleman. So we dated, and then the dating became more serious. And our lifestyle wasn't exactly 24/7, but it was close. And things progressed, but then after a while, they kind of went to a standstill. And come to find out, there was something in his past that would always prevent him from having a family of his own. I'd rather not get into this person's story because it is not mine to tell, but it was particularly bad. So after a while, the relationship dynamic changed. I also was diagnosed with Bell's palsy, and half of my face was drooped, and I could not use it, and it was really, really bad. And he, instead of being there for me like I felt he should, he basically shut me out. And that will be the end of this video for today, because my son is now home from school. So if you like the video, please hit like and subscribe. I will continue this on Friday and upload it then. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully see you soon. Bye.